new album Chromatica drops April 10th, with her first single off it called Stupid Love released last week. And Lady Gaga revealed that she made a lot of the record in her studio house, referring to her $5.25 million home in the Hollywood Hills, during her new Music Daily with Zane Lowe on Apple Music. The pop star and actress' main residence is at her sprawling $24 million Malibu mansion. She also has a swanky $30 million townhouse in the Chelsea neighborhood of New York City as well. Lady Gaga said during the interview, "So I have a house where it's Frank Zappa's old studio, it's a live room, it's a big studio, it's beautiful." The Grammy Award-winning artist purchased the secluded Hollywood Hills home, in the Laurel Canyon area, in fall 2016. It belonged to Frank Zappa, a musician, bandleader and composer who played multiple instruments during his 30-year career in music. He released music as a solo performer but also with his original band The Mothers of Invention. Frank, who died in 1993 at the age of 52 from prostate cancer, purchased the 1939-built home in 1968 for $75,000. The 7,000-square-foot home has 6 bedrooms, 7 if you count the attached staff apartment, with 7 bathrooms, and 2 guest houses. After Frank's wife Gail passed away in October 2015, their 4 children were left with equal shares of the home, who engaged in some infighting over his vast archives and the usage of the family name, and the home went on the market in June 2016, according to Variety. As a producer and bandleader, he also helped launch the careers of Alice Cooper, Captain Beefheart and Steve Vai. His most famous albums include Freak Out, Joe's Garage and Chic Your Booty, while he was also a noted classical composer. Frank built a recording studio, known as the Utility Muffin Research Kitchen, and a storage chamber known as the Vault, where Grammy Lifetime Achievement winner kept his private archives locked away. In addition, the Laurel Canyon area of the Hollywood Hills, where Joni Mitchell and Jim Morrison also famously lived, is steeped in musical history and was a hub of creativity throughout the 1970s. The Star is Born actress has a $24 million mansion on 6 acres in Malibu. The property has stunning views of the Pacific Ocean with 5 bedrooms and stables. She purchased the home in 2014. In October 2018, Gaga bought a $30 million townhouse in West Chelsea neighborhood of the Big Apple. The NYC property is 5 stories, featuring 5 bedrooms across 11,000 square feet. During her interview with Zayn, Gaga spoke about recording her album at her studio home. She said, "I would be upstairs on the porch, outside the kitchen, and record producer, Bloodpop would come up and he'd go, 'Okay, come on, that's enough,' off the porch, and I would cry and I would say, 'I am miserable, I am sad, I am depressed,' and he'd go, 'I know that and we're gonna go make some music now,'" Gaga said, "and then I'd go downstairs and I would write, Stupid Love, or I'd write that lyric that I just told you to make another song." Chromatica is such a display of not only how you can reframe the way that you view the world, adding, "But I promise, and I hope, that the love that was around me in the process of making this album is something that other people feel." Gaga explained, "You know how producers are, if one guy's working on it, or one girl's working on it, they don't want anyone else to work on it, they don't want to share, everybody gets cocky. There was none of that. These records got passed around to so many different people, so many different alliterations of these songs, because we all wanted it to be perfect and literally nobody cared who put their fingerprints on it, as long as it was the dopest thing that we could give the world and that it was meaningful, authentic, and completely me." The singer, who was born Stephanie Germanotta, said that on her previous album, Joanne, released in 2016, she was more on a space artistically of crafting something. It conceptually all went together. An album for my father. An album about the trauma of my family. An album about how we pass things on generationally to each other. My relationship with men, it's like very specific, right? Adding, this was much more like, you know what guys, it turns out I sobbed for 3 minutes and this is what came out and this is what should be there and it was so real. All my gears, all my musical bells, artistic thoughts, the way that I see music and experience music, the wall of sound, everything was just firing on all cylinders and it made me feel so happy because I thought to myself, wow, even when you feel 6 feet under, you can still fire on all cylinders. There's even a lyric on the album where I say, every single day yeah I dig a grave, I sit inside it wondering if it'll behave, it's a game I play and I hate to say, you're the worst thing and the best thing that's happened to me. I woke up every day, dig a grave for myself, sit in it. I am not smoking anymore but I smoked 40 cigarettes all day long in my grave, right? And I would decide if I was going to behave or not. Some days I did, some days I didn't. Zayn asked her about her quitting smoking and if she has really quit, to which she said, I swear on my life I am not smoking cigarettes, I completely quit cold turkey but it was so hard. Adding, like if you don't smoke because quitting's worse. It's so brutal and I will never smoke again because I think I saw Jesus for an entire week. It was so awful but you can dance out of the grave. We tell ourselves we have to crawl, we tell ourselves we have to cry, we tell ourselves we have to be miserable, or that's what I told myself and then I was like nope. Lady Gaga revealed on Monday morning via Twitter that Chromatica, her 6th studio album, will be released on April 10th. She shared an image inspired by her work, but something that is not the album cover. During her interview with Zayn, Gaga said that the goal for her album was definitely dancing. I put all my heart, all my pain, all my messages from the other realm that I hear of what they tell me to tell the world and I put it into music that I believe to be so fun and energetically pure, and I want people to dance and feel happy. Someone asked her goal for this album was and she told them, I would like to put out music that a big chunk of the world will hear, and it will become a part of their daily lives and make them happy every single day. The full episode of Lady Gaga on New Music Daily with Zane Lowe debuted on Monday.